Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back. Today we're looking at women realizing the dating game isn't working the way they thought, while more men are choosing peace, walking away, and refusing to play by the old rules anymore. Some of these clips are honestly wild, but let's get into it. Right after you subscribe, of course.
I just came to the realization that if you're 40 years old, you're never gonna find love. Oh my god. Sorry, I woke up really, really emotional because I was married for oh my god, stop. I was married for over 20 years and I was so used to being a wife. I love being married, I love being a wife. I love having that one person I love coming home to and venting all my to.
Bro, this is the part nobody wants to hear until it's too late. She spent decades thinking marriage would always be there, then suddenly the game changed. Now reality hits harder than the divorce papers. The crazy part is she misses being a wife, not the endless finding myself speeches social media keeps selling. Meanwhile, the dating market moved on without asking for permission. And there it is. People think the grass is greener until they realize it's just painted concrete.
Since men don't approach women anymore, I guess I should start going up to men. I live in a city, and literally anytime I'm walking anywhere, anytime I see a cute guy, it's always heads down, headphones in, he won't look at anyone. Literally no one is approachable anymore, no one looks at each other, everyone's heads down, and no one's smiling or just seems happy. Literally no one's socializing. What am I supposed to do? Chase a guy down the street that does not want to be bothered and ask him if he is single? I feel like I give off the most approachable vibes. I'm always smiling, looking pleasant, not looking at my phone. I don't wear my headphones. Literally never once. I've never been approached. Fucking get this. I was talking to a guy I matched with on Cuffed. We were talking on the phone, had the fucking best conversation ever. Ghost me. He literally ghosted me. Just now, if you have a really good phone call with a guy you matched with on a dating app like Raya, Cuffed, Tinder, or whatever, I guess you just ghost them immediately. It's funny though, on the phone when we were talking, I asked him if he ever approaches a girl at a bar or in the street, and he was like, no, God, no. So I guess maybe that was just a red flag. That men forget that they literally have the power in the situation, so that's why everyone's single.
Nah, this is insane. For years, men got told, don't approach women. It's creepy. Now everyone's shocked dudes actually listened. Bro literally kept his headphones on and minded his business. And somehow, that's the problem now. Even the guy from the dating app ghosted her after a great conversation. That tells you everything. Men realized peace is free, rejection is expensive, and becoming somebody's TikTok villain isn't exactly on the bucket list.
Look. They saying you was on the phone with a man.
Bro, I'm gonna call the cops, bro. Yo, stop. Call the cops right now. What's going on? Call the cops on this nigga, bro.
Oh, listen, man.
He just pushed me. He's trying to push me against that.
Hell no.
So now you're putting your hands on me, man. Hold on. Call the cops, bro. He doesn't want to block that home.
Come on. Now you talking about we put our hands on you.
Yo, you trying to push me over that, but I saw you saw that.
Oh my god! They say that they have steps to denial. She skipped all of them and just went straight to the false accusations. It was like a second nature. Did she not know that she was being recorded? Because this isn't a skit. Oh my god, these men really are not safe out here. Hashtag put body cams on men.
Bro, did you catch how fast that escalated? Zero evidence, cameras rolling, and she instantly jumps to, he put his hands on me. That's not even step one. That's the final boss of false accusations. Imagine if nobody was recording. One accusation can flip someone's entire life upside down. And there it is. Suddenly, body cams for men don't sound like such a crazy idea anymore.
There are too many DL men. Guys always say that they're trying to be respectful in the gym and not approach women, but they will literally, the woman will be staring, begging, come talk to me, come talk to me. But no, they don't do it. We appreciate that you are being respectful. Love that. Love a safe gym. We love that. But I don't want to be the one to go up to you all the fucking time. I want to be the woman. Fucking come up to me. If you see that I'm literally fucking you with my fucking eyes, literally approach. It is not that hard. If you're cute, I'm cute.
Huh?
You're probably not creepy. There are too many DL men. And they're all at my gym, apparently.
So, let me get this straight. The guy doesn't walk over, and now he's automatically gay? Bro really failed the imaginary eye contact exam. Maybe, and hear me out, he just doesn't want to become tomorrow's viral. This creepy guy approached me at the gym story. Men adapted. Head down, work out, go home. That's called risk management. If you like the guy that much, use your words. We left mind reading back in kindergarten.
Y'all better stop talking crazy, talking about you don't need a man. Child, please. You might not need him romantically, but you need a man. I don't want to hear it. I do not want to hear it. But let something happen to your car. Let something break down in your house. Let you need some contracting or something. Yes, you do. Stop. Y'all be cursing y'all selves. I'm the type, I don't care if I talk to you romantically or not. If I gotta do some hard labor and there's a man around, excuse me, can you help me, please? And the thing that get me, y'all be saying it like it's another species that can help you, like a man. No, I don't. Like, you can't even compare four-legged dogs. There's only so much they can do. Like, y'all be saying like y'all got options. Don't get me wrong. It's some men that aren't dependable, but then there's those other ones that are. And here you go, got this mentality that you don't need a man, and you miss out on having a soft girl life. Child, please. You better wake up and smell the coffee.
I'm at the point in my life where I don't care about women. And I'm not saying this like, oh, screw them. No, that's not the context of what I'm saying. God bless women. You know, they're very important. But what I'm trying to say is a lot of men depend on a woman's validation and acceptance to feel good about themselves as men. And that used to be me. But then I realized how dumb that is. Like, you got to get that from yourself by putting in work every single day and trying to get past your struggles. And now that I've accepted this and I've done this for a couple of years now, it completely has detached the need to have women in my life. You know, like trying to go out on dates and meet new, like it doesn't matter to me anymore. I'm detached from it. I'm very focused on my life, and I'm not against, like, if I meet someone in public and we hit it off, that's cool. But if not, I'm not tripping about it. I'm cool. And people might think I'm weird. People are like, oh, I bet you talk to girls and this and that. I'm like, no, bro, my phone's dry and I like it like that. Like, I'm focused on my business. I'm focused on being the best I can be, getting closer to God. If I meet someone, I meet someone. But I'm, like I said, I think that's the key, is just being detached and just live your life. And eventually I think you attract the right people for you. And if not, then that's out of my control. So yeah, that's how I feel in regards to women, at least me interacting with them. I don't necessarily need it anymore. And I think women should feel the same way about men. But that's just me.
Now this is what detachment actually looks like. Bro isn't screaming, I hate women. He's saying his happiness doesn't depend on female validation anymore. Huge difference. The crazy part is people act like a man focusing on his business, his faith, and his purpose is somehow controversial. That's called maturity. If someone great comes along, cool. If not, life keeps moving. Peace of mind is a flex nobody can fake.
What women will never tell you is that a dude who she maybe only bangs once or twice in her whole life, but she's head over heels in love with him, she will think about that guy year after year after year, compared to you maybe dating her, being in a relationship with her, or even being married to her for 5 or 10 years. You're sitting there thinking that you built up all this relationship equity, right? All of that investment. You're going to sit there and tell yourself, oh, but I put in so much time. I made myself available. I took her on vacations. We had a great marriage. We were talking about the future. I invested time, energy, love, care, money, emotional effort, resources into the relationship. And you're telling me that she thinks about that other dude who provided absolutely nothing, that she only went on a few dates with? The answer is yes. And this is the most uncomfortable thing for most men to understand, is that her emotions are opposite to your logic. What makes logical sense on paper would be the more you do, or the more you do for her in that relationship, the more you're going to get in return. But the sad reality is that it doesn't work that way. How your brain perceives what an investment is when it comes to a relationship isn't what she considers to be necessarily a good emotion, and she'll just follow her own emotions, which means there's a very high probability or a very high chance that she still thinks about that guy from her past, even though she hardly knew him. She hardly knew nothing about him. Didn't even know his goals or his aspirations in life. Didn't even care. But she just liked him. He might not have even been the best looking dude, but she just liked everything about him. The way he walked, talked, acted, carried himself. She just likes him. And you can't compete. That is raw primal desire. Now, if you want help learning how to become that guy so that way she thinks about you this way, I recommend you checking out what I made for you. It's in my bio. It's in my description. I have an end-to-end process that you can start to use. Okay, so that way you can learn, understand, and master the language of women. Because if you don't understand these things, if you don't understand how a woman perceives her own emotional investment and who she gravitates towards, you're in for a rude awakening when it comes to dating and relationships, especially now with social media being so popular.
It's crazy how men really feel like telling us that we're gonna end up alone forever is an insult. Y'all really think that that's an insult for us? At this point, that's what we want. We want to be left alone because y'all are embarrassing. We are embarrassed. We are disgusted and embarrassed. Okay? In reality, we don't really need y'all for nothing no more. We don't want y'all for company because we enjoy our own company. We make ourselves laugh. We don't need y'all to have kids with because most of us single mothers anyway. So we okay with that at this point. Fuck on ourselves better than y'all can. We could buy ourselves whatever we want. So in reality, we don't really need y'all. So yes, you're right, sir. We are going to end up alone. And we're okay with that. We're okay with that. All right? Because until the good Lord wants to send out a new batch, we'd rather be alone. I promise it's not an insult. Fuck out of here.
And there it is. We don't need men. We're happy alone. Okay, then why make a 5-minute video announcing it to the internet? Bro, genuinely happy people usually don't hold press conferences about how happy they are. If you're at peace, you just live your life. The louder someone tries to convince everybody they're winning, the more it starts sounding like they're trying to convince themselves instead. That's the part nobody talks about.
I saw a video of a woman on here talking about how people saying don't text a man first, like don't make the first move, it's giving very much anti-feminist essentially, like it's giving very much sit down and be quiet and like I don't want to hear a peep from you, like women should be silent. If her affection or attraction to someone is going to scare them away, then she's happy for that to happen and she wants that to happen. And I would like to add some nuance to this because I respectfully disagree. If I'm attracted to you and you see that and you run away like goodbye bitch, I agree with that. But here's what I'll say. As somebody who is or was known for making the first move, I would say like 80% of my past boyfriends, I was the one that made the first move. I texted them first. I like pursued them first. And it worked out like they ended up being my boyfriend. But we did end up breaking up. I think there's some nuance to this because it's not so much like, you know, don't be in your power and show that you like them. It's more, what does it mean about the man if he won't make the first move, right? Like it's less you shouldn't make the first move and it's more why would you want to make the first move with this type of guy who won't make the first move? Because we want to be with men who are the complete actualized versions of themselves, right? We want someone who has their shit together, who's confident, who is going to make your life better and allow you to make their life better, right? Like otherwise we get men who are insecure, we get men who are lazy, we get men who are overly lustful, who aren't going to do shit for you, who aren't going to take care of you, who aren't going to try to make your life better, who when you have a kid with them, if you have a kid with them, they're going to be fucking big babies complaining, like not trying to make your life easier, like you're going to be resenting them, right? Like these are the types of men who we're trying to avoid because why would you want to be in a relationship with that type of man? A fully actualized man, a man who's the best version of himself, he will approach you first. He will go after you. He will go after what he wants. So if he's not making the first move, either he's not a good version of a man that you want to get involved with anyway, or he don't want you. Those are the two options. So, if you want to text him first, no one's saying don't do that. Like, you can totally do that, but it's more about like, maybe you should spend your time and energy doing something else. That's when like the decentering of men comes in.
This is where the logic starts doing backflips. First, it's women should absolutely make the first move. Then 5 seconds later, it's, well, actually, if he didn't approach first, he's probably not confident enough anyway. So which one is it? Bro can't win. If he approaches, he's risking being labeled creepy. If he doesn't, he's suddenly low value. Nah, that's not dating advice. That's a game where the rules change every quarter.